Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Unleashed. I'm Tom. And today, we're talking about something every learner faces real English conversation. Many students say, I understand English, but I can't speak. Maybe you freeze when someone talks to you. Maybe your words come slowly, or your mind just goes blank. Don't worry, that's completely normal. Speaking is not a talent, it's a skill you can build step by step. In this episode, we'll explore how beginners can start speaking with confidence, how repetition can transform your English, and why listening to the same things again and again is not boring, it's powerful. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin your journey to fluent conversation. When it comes to speaking English, many people still believe it's a natural talent, that only those born with a gift can speak fluently. But the truth is completely different. Conversation is a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned and improved with practice, just like playing the piano, riding a bicycle, or cooking a meal. At the beginning, everyone speaks slowly, makes mistakes, and struggles to find the right words, and that's perfectly normal. Every fluent speaker once started with short, simple sentences. The only real difference is that they didn't quit. They kept practicing, day after day, until speaking English became automatic, as natural and effortless as breathing. When you start learning to speak English, don't aim for perfection, aim for communication. Begin small, with short sentences and familiar words. You don't need to know every word to express yourself. If you forget one, simply explain it in another way. For example, if you don't know the word chef, you can say the person who cooks food in a restaurant. That's still real conversation. What matters most is that others understand you. Remember, grammar is useful, but it's not the goal. In the beginning, don't let grammar rules stop you from speaking. The goal is to connect, to share your thoughts, even in simple language. Every clear message builds your confidence, and that confidence will take you much further than perfect grammar ever will. Before you can speak confidently, you must first learn to listen deeply. Listening is the doorway to fluency. It's how your brain absorbs rhythm, patterns, and natural sentence flow. Think of it like planting seeds before you harvest. Every word you hear, every phrase repeated, becomes a part of your internal language system. Many learners make the mistake of trying to speak a lot without first giving their brain enough input. But language always enters through the ears before it comes out of the mouth. When you listen to English every day, your brain quietly studies how words connect, how voices rise and fall, how meaning flows naturally. You don't need to understand every single word. Even 50% comprehension is enough in the beginning. What matters most is exposure, rhythm, and repetition. Over time, the patterns start to stick. One day, you'll suddenly realize that words and phrases are coming out of your mouth effortlessly, without translating or planning. So, instead of worrying about speaking perfectly, start by listening actively. Play English podcasts while walking. Let dialogues play in the background as you cook, or listen to short videos before bed. Don't force understanding, let it grow naturally. The more your brain hears the language, the more familiar it becomes. Soon, speaking won't feel like trying. It will feel like remembering because your ears have already done the learning. Listening, truly, is the quiet beginning of every confident conversation. Repetition is not boring. It's your secret power for fluency. Many learners think that repeating the same sentence again and again is a waste of time. But in truth, it's the most effective way to train your brain to speak English naturally. When you hear or say a sentence for the first time, your brain builds a small, weak connection. If you never hear it again, that connection disappears. But when you meet the same sentence many times today, tomorrow, next week, that small connection becomes stronger, faster, and more automatic. Eventually, the sentence flows from your mouth without thinking. That is why repetition works like a booster for your memory. Each repetition is like lifting a mental weight. It makes your language muscles stronger. The first time you listen, you only understand the main idea. The second time, you notice missing words. The third time, you start hearing the rhythm, pronunciation, and natural pauses. By the fourth or fifth time, you can shadow the speaker, speaking together, feeling the sound, the speed, the music of English. Every round of repetition brings you closer to real fluency. Repetition doesn't just help you remember English, it rewires your brain to live in English. One of the most powerful ways to train your brain and tongue to speak naturally is through repetition and shadowing a simple but incredibly effective routine. Don't just listen once and move on. Instead, listen to the same episode several times and watch how your understanding deepens with each round. The first time, focus on the main idea, just get the overall message. The second time, catch more words and details you missed before. The third time, pay attention to pronunciation, rhythm, and grammar. And by the fourth time, it's your turn to speak along to shadow. Shadowing means speaking at the same time as the audio, not after it. You imitate the speaker's tone, speed, and intonation, matching their words as closely as possible. At first, it feels challenging. Your mouth and brain may not move fast enough. But that's the point. The more you shadow, the more your muscle memory develops. Your pronunciation becomes clearer, your rhythm more natural, and your words start to flow without hesitation. Shadowing trains your mouth like an athlete trains muscles through repetition, precision, and rhythm. The result? You stop overthinking and start speaking English automatically, smoothly, and confidently. Fluency isn't built in a single night. It's built in small, consistent moments that quietly transform your confidence day by day. You don't need hours of study. You just need 15 focused minutes every day. Like going to the gym, language muscles only grow when you train them regularly. 2 hours once a week may feel productive, but steady daily practice is what truly rewires your brain. So make English part of your routine. Listen to a short podcast in the morning. Talk to yourself while cooking or walking. Repeat useful phrases in the shower, or describe a video you just watched. These small actions create habits, and habits create fluency. But remember, fluency doesn't mean speed. It's not about speaking fast like a native. It's about sounding natural, clear, and calm. True fluency means your words flow easily, without long pauses or translation in your head. In the beginning, you might still think in your native language and translate word by word. With repetition, you start remembering full phrases. Slowly, your focus shifts from grammar rules to meaning. One day you'll find yourself responding automatically. Not perfectly, but naturally. That's real fluency. And here's the best part. You don't need a native speaker to reach it. You can practice alone every single day. Talk to yourself about your plans. Describe what you're doing. Ask and answer questions out loud. Pretend you're speaking to a friend. This kind of self-talk may feel strange at first, but it's powerful. It teaches your brain to think in English, strengthens your speaking muscles, and brings you closer to the moment when English no longer feels like a foreign language, it feels like a part of you. When you truly want to improve your English speaking, you don't need complicated plans. You just need a clear and realistic path. Start with a simple 4-step routine you can follow every week. Listen to 10-15 minutes of slow English every day. Repeat the same episode 3 times a week. After the second listen, shadow one short section. And finally, speak out loud daily while reviewing common conversation phrases. Follow this plan for 3 months, and you'll notice real change. Your reactions become faster, your confidence grows, and you start to enjoy every conversation. Remember, fluency is not a race. It's a journey built one day at a time. Every sentence you speak is a small victory, and one day you'll realize something magical. You're not thinking about English anymore. You're simply speaking it. After a long journey of learning and practicing, it's time to pause, take a breath, and appreciate how far you've come. Every word you've spoken, every sentence you've repeated, and every moment you chose to keep going has brought you closer to fluency. You may not see it every day, but progress is quietly building inside you. Remember, learning English is not about perfection, it's about persistence. Tom reminds you to be proud of your effort, no matter how small it seems. Each time you listen, speak, and repeat, you're shaping a stronger, more confident version of yourself. So don't stop now. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep growing one conversation at a time. Because every word you speak today is another step toward the speaker you dream to become.